Ladies and gentlemen, there is a game called The Day Before. Now, The Day Before is a massive scam. A huge scam! Allegedly. I don't actually know. So, let me fill you in on some drama here. There is this new game called The Day Before. It was released, and a lot of people were upset because they released an unfinished game. People are paying for it, and it was absolutely unfinished. So, a lot of people were not happy with the fact that they were buying an unfinished game. I mean, I feel like this is pretty basic stuff, to be completely honest and frank. So this is what we're jumping into today. This is a really interesting situation, and what I find interesting is The Day Before sponsored a lot of YouTubers in the past, and they got sponsored to talk about how The Day Before was good, even though that's clearly biased, because they were paid to say it. There were a lot of issues surrounding this, and I am more than happy to jump right into the meat and potatoes. So, we're going to be watching the Actman's video. I love the Actman, friend of mine, beautiful fellow. We are going to be jumping right into it.
50,000 gamers used to be hyped for this game.
You can say that about so many things. 50,000 gamers used to be excited for the next Harry Potter book. And then it turned out J.K. Rowling tweeted.
Now it's a ghost town.
What's up, everybody? This is the Actman
What is this quality? What just happened to my freaking... Whoa!
here, and over the years, we've seen games launch in pretty bad shape.
Yeah, dude, I love the glitches that games have when they're launched. I don't know why it's a new trend that AAA games need to be launched. Why does Coffin of Andy and Lele have better graphics than freaking AAA games from massive studios?
We've watched studios wither and die, and on rare occasions, we've discovered that a new game was actually a scam.
Oh!
But never have we witnessed all three of these things happen at the same time.
Yeah, this story is insane, right? So the day before, the studio collapsed, the game was unfinished, and possibly a scam too. What an insane situation. If you did not see this unfold, you have to stick around for the video, bro.
Oh boy, this is content.
I love how YouTubers have like the opposite mindset of everyone in the world. When something shit happens around the world, everyone's like, oh, I hate that this happened. And YouTubers are like, game scammed people? Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Long time I thought this
Damn. That looks sick.
was the biggest train wreck I had ever seen. You call that a train wreck? This is a train wreck.
Oh, no. Minor? What is... What the Lex Luthor am I looking at right now? What the...
What is this?
Oh. What in the world? Look at this guy.
What is that? What is that? Yo, what the hell is that? Ladies and gentlemen, please strap yourselves in, because this ride is not for the faint of heart. The day before...
This is not for the faint of heart. We expected it to be Cyberpunk, and it ended up Skibbity Toilet the game.
Just might be the most disastrous high-profile video game release of all time.
So it's hilarious to me because despite the fact that we keep seeing again and again and again massive studios just absolutely getting their ass eaten when their actual release of the game fails, it's just mind-blowing to me that this keeps happening, right? You'd think that people would make sure that this doesn't happen. How are people not making sure that this doesn't happen? It happens so often. It happened with Cyberpunk. It happened with No Man's Sky. It happened with freaking Pokemon, and Game Freak is massive.
Bro, you thought Forspoken was cringe?
I just move shit with my mind.
That is Shakespearean poetry.
Yes,
You think
yes.
Redfall was ass? Nah, S tier now.
Yeah.
Gollum game?
Hey, oh, your Gollum game was pretty awful, bro.
Officially goated. Rise of Kong?
More like Rise of Dong.
Masterpiece.
You missed out, bro. That was the best segue ever. There is never another time that you could get away with that joke.
As bad as all these games were, they were mere mini-bosses compared to the massive heaping pile of shit that is The Day Before.
Oh
it's
my
an
God,
unfortunately
bro.
named video game, but
I love the title The Day Before because it was clearly a big inspiration because the day before this game was released was the last time this company or anyone working on this game had a job.
the ironically named fntastic Studios, who did a fantastic job of fucking up.
It's not fantastic, all right? There's no A. It's fucking tastic, which is different.
Studios, who did a fantastic job of fucking up for our entertainment. For those of you out of the loop,
for our entertainment. All these guys spent money on this video game, but whatever. A small price to pay for content. I'm sorry, Ackman.
The Day Before was promoted as an open-world MMO zombies game, which is an interesting premise. And although parts of the trailers seem to have promise, the marketing was fishier than your mom's vagina. Turns out they didn't.
Nice. Great cut. Stevie, learn from the way he cut that and cut my shit like that so that I don't end up putting my whole ass in my mouth when I say things, Stevie. Please.
Make the game they average.
Everything that gets clipped out of my videos, put on Twitter, and gets me canceled went through you first. I'm just saying, I'm not blaming Stevie, I'm just saying that it's all his fault.
Psych, it's a shitty extraction shooter instead. What? Essentially, Fntastic Studios did a not-so-fantastic job of trying to scam potentially millions of dollars from the gaming community.
Dude, this man.
Luckily, The Day Before has been removed from the Steam store and is
insane. Actually removed from Steam. How crazy is that?
no longer available for purchase. And anyone who bought it should be able to get a full refund no matter how much time they played, which I can't imagine would be more than like 15 seconds. I say they attempted to
Ooh, that's rough.
scam people because Valve holds on to the revenue for the first month and they pay out on the 30th of the next month.
Ooh.
And it seems good old trusty Gaben sniffed this rug pull out pretty quickly. Now, if only he could release Team Fortress 3. But how did this happen? How could the most wish-listed game on Steam turn out to be the most blatant fucking scam ever?
It's amazing. Dude, it's incredible. This whole world... Okay, listen, maybe this is just me, because I look at the world through eyes of someone interested, and someone that's relatively empathetic to the death throes and screams of people complaining about video games compared to the actual horrible shit that goes on. But when I see this is such an age of misinformation. We're living in a society where the news has never been this mistrusted ever in history. And you expect gaming people to freaking integrity?
Well, what I have found will shock you.
Ooh.
Now, I don't know how organized I'm going to make this video. It might just be a stream of random hilarious facts and tidbits about the game and its development. I honestly don't know where to start.
Oh my god.
And tidbits about the game and its development. I honestly
Oh my god, he's almost as naked as the Twitch streamers on Just Chatting right now.
don't know where to
Not even the nudes are real these days. True. I miss the days when you got a titty in your DMs and it wasn't an AI-generated titty. Oh, those days were the greatest. Let me tell you young whippersnappers about the days when titties were real.
start. Here's a fun fact. According to Ryan McCaffrey, this is the first time in over a decade
Okay.
that IGN has reviewed a game and given it the score 1 out of 10.
Let's go. Listen, I trust journalists as little as the next guy, but 1 out of 10? Bro, either it's a political vendetta or it's just fucking garbage. New record! Let's go, baby. That's awesome.
I love that in the IGN review, editor's note, faster than we could publish our early access review, the developer announced it was shutting down and the game was removed from sale.
Dude! They just shot themselves in the head before someone else could shoot him.
Faster than we could publish our early
Someone aimed a bazooka at me, so I quickly swallowed the cyanide before the shell landed.
access review. Holy shit. I have never seen a studio speedrun its downfall like this.
It's
You know
insane.
when a highly anticipated game launches in a clearly unfinished state, or a new release is filled with predatory microtransactions, and I do the whole modern gaming bit? Well, this is different. The Day Before isn't a symptom of shitty trends in modern gaming. This is modern scamming. When games
It's all just a rug pull, bro. It's all a rug pull. We will sell you this new game for 1 Bitcoin.
finished and broken, it sucks ass, yeah. But what normally happens
I love how the whole game is called The Day Before. It's like so apt. It's so appropriate that it's called The Day Before. It's like because this game releases and the day before is when everyone resigned.
after that? Well, we hear the same kind of thing from developers. We're working on it. Believe in us. We're listening to your feedback. We're gonna fix this. Thank you for your patience. And then what do? We all add another apology post to the collage, and
yeah, dude, dude, this year has had more apologies than fucking anything I've ever seen. Cooley dude, thank you for the prime. There are so many apologies. It's called the day before because they didn't survive the day to make it to the day after. True.
This with multiple Battlefield games, Cyberpunk, No Man's Sky, Halo Infinite, Halo MCC.
Dude, what are with these apologies? It's insane that every single company now needs to have pre-written apologies ready to drop when people are inevitably disappointed. Just finish your shit. I don't understand.
Say, in 99% of bad video game launches, the developers try to fix it. There is an attempt. What they never do is fucking give up after 4 days. 4 days.
Dude, what the fuck? Yeah, this game was too far gone. Sorry. We're bankrupt.
After launch, they shut the studio down. Why even release the day before? What was the point of any of this? If your goal is to scam people, why not take a tip from Todd Howard? Tell them sweet little lies. Let them believe you're gonna fix this until the 30th of next month, get the payout, and then just dip out.
It's like a scam, but they couldn't even scam correctly, honestly.
This game is so bad, it doesn't even function as a proper scam. You couldn't even scam people right, dude. What are you doing with your life? The writing...
True. See, at least Logan Paul was able to scam people.
Thing was on the wall, though. If you go back to some of these old trailers, even back then, 2 years ago, people were calling this game out. This game has a 0% chance of being anything like this.
It's like the Pokemon Go ad where you had people climbing in forests looking for Charizard.
I just want you guys to watch parts of this trailer and see how, like, unnatural and weird it is. This is the announcement trailer posted January 29th, 2021.
Running out of fuel.
Great, man. Awesome.
We'll look around here, I guess.
Already you can tell.
What? Well, that was the trailer? That was the trailer.
That this is not how people talk in actual comms. I hate it when presentations do this. They make it feel so artificial and fake.
Yeah, it's because I feel like it's because they didn't really get voice actors. They kind of just got the team to do it. It's like, oh no, we're out of gas. What are we gonna do? Don't worry, we're in a city. I think we'll find a way. Oh, good plan, Frank.
Shall we split up?
Yep.
I'll find out what's in the skyscraper.
Okay.
I'll find out what's in the skyscraper. Okay, I'll go that way. Cool. Bye.
And I'll look around here.
This is how people talk. This is how people talk in multiplayer co-op games.
All right. I have found a great cowboy hat. Tell her everything.
Yup. Average, it's like an NPC TikTok stream. Alright. I found a new cowboy hat. Oh, look at that. It's a bad dragon dildo. That's crazy. I love this game.
Everything's all right. And there aren't any more guns in the valley.
Easy, cowboy.
Oh dear God. Okay.
In the survivor colony, you can sell and buy any
organs,
items, as well as cooperate with other players.
Well, the voiceover, I'm pretty sure, by the way, that they used AI to generate the voices in
I believe that, honestly.
all of the trailers and in...
It was also cut together poorly. Like, I know that you could blame the voice actors, but I think you could just as easily blame the team that cut this together. Like, listen to the conversation.
Okay. Yep.
I'll find out what's in the skyscraper.
Okay. And I'll look.
Like, it's the way that these voices were cut together with, like, the long pauses between everyone saying stuff. Like, I think that is so much more egregious than even the voice acting.
AI to generate the voices in all of the trailers and in all of the game. There's like
Probably used AI to generate the fucking game, too.
this unnatural monotone delivery on everything that betrays the tone.
They're just 2 steps away from starting a anime recap channel on YouTube.
And I'll show you some examples of that.
The things are about to get heated.
The things are about to get heated.
No! Who wrote that? Okay, ChatGPT wrote that, but brother! Dude, can you imagine the trailer? The stuff is about to change! Superheroes are stinging around.
Check this out. That's actually what he says. He doesn't say but things. Look, I checked this with the subtitles.
The things are about to get heated.
The things are about to get heated. Jesus Christ.
Dude, that's awful. Oh my god, who let them even release this?
You want to see something funny? Check this out.
Get ready for the best survival experience of the year.
Get ready for the best survival experience of the year. Studio shuts down 4 days later.
Yeah, all right, okay, let's.
The Day Before offers a uniquely reimagined
Steve, this is definitely an AI voice, right?
journey into post-apocalyptic MMO.
Did you hear that?
What the fuck words was that? That was just cosmic brain slobber. That wasn't a sentence. Post-apocalyptic world MMO.
Offers a uniquely reimagined journey into post-apocalyptic MMO.
Did you
Into post-apocalyptic MMO.
hear that? Did you listen to how she says the word journey? She like slurs the word. And this is the kind of stuff. These are like artifacts in the audio that lead me to believe this is AI generated.
A uniquely reimagined journey.
Reimagined journey. If you're a professional voice actor, like doing voiceover for a production that is supposed to be decently big, you don't fuck up on something like that. You don't fuck up like that.
No, I think it's definitely AI. It's definitely like a TTS voice. There's no way that it's not. I'm sold.
The Day Before offers a uniquely reimagined journey into post-apocalyptic MMO open world survival.
I also like how this is like a post-apocalyptic setting, and you have this like upbeat techno music going on with this,
And also, don't forget the like the tech sounding narrator.
lighthearted
Just very out of place.
female voice. Again, it's like the tone does not match up with the setting. It's just everything about this is unsettling to me.
Select a personality.
Select the personality. Wait, what?
It's just everything about this is unsettling to me.
Select a personality. What kind of personality do you select?
Select a personality. Choose a gender and customize.
Did you hear that? Choose a gender. I know I'm getting hung up on this AI voice stuff, but it's so unnatural. I'm pretty sure they cut corners and just used AI for all the characters because everyone sounds flat and monotone. The point is that these trailers did not depict something that felt real or like an actual video game. With hindsight, knowing that this was a scam, it's funny to look back at this.
You're so right. Like, dude, but what was their game plan? You gotta wonder what they were thinking. I always like getting into the heads of people that end up doing this stuff. And recently, I've just been disappointed after disappointed. Like, I think recently there was this whole big completionist charity scam where he basically was raising money for charity for like a decade and didn't give any of that money to charity, which is like a massive scam. Obviously, it's charity fraud, basically. At least from what I understand. And like whenever I see situations like that, I just try to get into their heads. What was going through their head? What was going through the completionist's head when he knew that all of his tax filings was public and it was so easy to figure out that he never donated anything to charity? Man knew that his career was about to be completioned right before his eyes. And it's the same thing here. What the frick was the plan? What was the plan to release the day before? Like, if you're gonna scam people and your mindset going in is that you're gonna scam people, at least scam people, you know? Money isn't a good motivator if there's no reason that he'll actually be able to keep the money. They shut down 4 days after they launched it. What was going through their head for the years of marketing?
I also want to talk about the developers' responses because those are fucking hilarious, but I thought it'd be funny to point out the obvious similarities between the branding of The Day Before and The Last.
Yeah, it's true. I noticed that myself, right? With the half face on the screen with like the dead eyes, the same freaking text. Yeah, I noticed that as well. I was thinking of that.
Last of Us. I mean, it's just a straight up... Wait a minute. The Day Before The Last of Us. That's what they're gonna call the next scam. The Day Before The Last of Us.
Right, dude. You put more thought into this than they did right now.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I've cracked the code! Also, apparently the... Yo! Someone get H-Bomber guy. Plagiarism.
Wait, what? Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies and The Day Before have the
right here.
same back... They have the same side-by-sides. What?
Look at this. Yes, they copied the cinematography of the Black Ops Cold
The exact cinematography.
War trailer. This is just the tip of the iceberg of things that were stolen, copied, or plagiarized to make this game. Also, side note.
I don't like the way you said gay. It's a little homophobic of you, white man. I'm just saying.
This is what their Discord server is like right now.
That's just such a mess. Look at that Discord server. Oh my god, bro. It's a nightmare. Bro! More people on their Discord server than in their actual game.
I think that's enough of that. So knowing what we know,
yes,
let's go look at the developer responses and work our way down. Because that's where things get very strange.
Yes.
Which, by the way, the studio behind this game deleted all the videos on their channel. That's bizarre. That's interesting.
They pulled a James Somerton.
Also, the CEO of the company purged all of his social media accounts.
Oh my fucking god, bro. Oh god, dude. Time for them to release an apology video where they start crying and talking about, I was in a hospital a week before the game released, and there was a monkey with a machine gun that deleted the files, and I was in a dark place. And then it just breaks down into song and starts singing the Toxic Gossip Train.
That's a good sign. It's also a good sign when they're rebranding their older games to a different studio name.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Not suspicious at all. Not suspicious at all. But the real gold is on the fntastic Twitter. So this is their official statement. 27 million views. Today we announced the closure of fntastic.
27 million views, 17,000 likes. Wow, that is the ultimate ratio. What the frick?
Studio. Unfortunately, the day before has failed financially.
Failed financially? Failed financially! You released paper mache instead of a video game.
And we lack the funds to continue. What do you...
They lack the funds. What the frick, bro? At least be like Twitch and be like, if you're losing money, at least upload porn to the just chatting section. Guys, you gotta innovate.
You mean it failed? It's been 4 days. You haven't even gotten paid yet. Imagine a YouTuber opens up like a merch shop, and then 4 days later he's like, nah, we gotta shut this down. We didn't sell enough t-shirts, guys. 4 days, yeah, that's enough time. Just shut her down.
No, honestly, I think this is so much worse than that. It's like you start a Patreon, okay? And you're like, hey guys, on this Patreon, anyone that donates $100 or more on the Patreon is contributing to a full-length feature film that I am making. I am gonna make it. It's gonna be amazing. Just give $100 in Patreon. 5,000 people go to the Patreon and give $100 so this YouTuber can work on his full-length feature film. 4 days after collecting all that Patreon money, guy just sits there and is like, this failed financially. We're not going to be making the movie. Anyway, we're keeping the money. Have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen. That is an equivalent example. That is an analogy. Anyway, I have a Patreon. Go to my Patreon, patreon.com/nuxtaku. Link is in the description. Support me. Don't give me $100. Just give me $2 or something. Like, be wholesome. Support your boy. I will be streaming on Kick January 6th. Also link in the description.
Income received is being used to pay off debts to our partners. It's weird how they've mentioned money 3 times in like 2 sentences.
Didn't even say sorry, we released a dog water ass fisting game that doesn't have any content. I love that that's not what they say.
Who are you?
Do the dog analogy? Why does chat know my analogy so well? Dude, you fuck a dog one time and you're always remembered as a dog fucker. I'm just saying, life's not fair.
Your partners, bro. We invested all our efforts, resources, and man-hours into the development of The Day Before, which was our first huge game.
Ah! Poor company. Wow, I can't believe that everyone's so mean to them.
For resources, bro. Also, fun fact, they say man-hours and resources. They were using a volunteer developer force.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Have you ever heard of such a thing?
What
is this, the coal mines? Volunteer developers? But unfortunately,
yes, all those volunteering children in China did a great job when they built my iPhone. I have to say, thank you, volunteering Chinese children. You did a fantastic job.
we don't have the funding to continue the work. What work? You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. You released like one.
Oh my god, dude, Ackman he's gonna go bald from pulling his hair so many times in this video.
And then like tabbed out. It's important to note that we didn't take any money from the public during the development of the day before.
Oh, that's nice. They didn't do a donation scam?
I like how they have to specify this. They seem ultra concerned about money for some suspicious reason. I wonder why. Brain blast. It's because this was a scam.
Damn.
We did everything within our power, but unfortunately we miscalculated our capabilities.
Dude, here's the thing though. They actually released the game. I feel like everyone that makes an apology when they release an unfinished game, you are all suspect because you played the game before you release it. You knew what it looked like, and you still felt like it was a good idea to release that absolute objective pile of dog shit. You knew what you were doing. That's why these apologies never really do it for me, bro.
Creating games is an incredibly challenging endeavor. Again, all these statements are super fucking funny with the power of hindsight. They also say they took 5 years to develop this game. The fun thing about that is there is this Reddit post by Epic Story 1989. Shout out to him for compiling this. That catalogs all of the assets this game purchased from the Unreal Engine store. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Right down to the...
Every single asset in the game was just fake, but rather they bought those assets. They put nothing into the actual game.
Inventory system. They didn't make this. They just purchased an asset. This game is an asset flip. Now, what that means is developers can buy things like this to speed up development.
Right? You could buy a dark fantasy night, and then you could just plop your dark fantasy night into your game, so you could speed up development this way. But normally, this is used so that someone who has an amazing story or whatever, or an amazing vision, wants to bring it to life but doesn't have the capability of doing this stuff, they can actually get away with doing it and having all these assets and create a game. But to use all these assets to give yourself the skeleton of a game to sell that doesn't actually exist is awful. Right? It helps indie devs. Right, it's great for indie devs, 100%.
Of their games. Usually with independent studios, it's more of a thing, I believe. But it helps so that they don't have to create it themselves. Now, for some parts of the game, that's totally fine to do. But to do it to this degree is just insane. The fucking city. The
city, bro. That was the whole appeal of the game.
City the game is set in is a purchased asset. They didn't make that.
Insane.
I don't think they made anything in this game. So what they did was they bought all these assets and then they just threw it in a blender and they pushed it out there.
And they sold it, more likely. They knew this game was a pile of garbage. There was never any vision that this game would be anything more than just an absolute pile of garbage. I was hesitant to say it. I thought it was a failure, but it is a scam. Like, they literally did this to scam people, and they knew it.
Making fake trailers to promote a different looking game entirely. So it's incredibly funny when the company talks about how much effort, blood, sweat, and tears they put into this, when I don't know what the fuck they actually made. If you're curious to check out this post, I will link it in the description. And they also had issues with the trademark of the day before.
What?
Following January 7th, 2022, status...
They filed wait, wasn't this trailer released in 2021? You mean they released the trailer and then they only trademarked the game a year later? That doesn't sound right.
Application remains suspended. So I could be wrong, but it sounds like they didn't even have the actual trademark to this game.
Oh my fucking god. This literally is all just like a front. It's literally all a front.
The rabbit hole is fucking insane. Here's a post from the CEO Edward Gotovstev, which shows 200,000 sales in just a few short days. 91,000 of those refunded. And that they have a contract with the servers for $1 million a year.
Dude!
So they are burning money. Well deserved. So people were obviously curious and looking for an explanation as to how this could happen. Luckily, fntastic responded to some people on Twitter. Unbelievable that you guys hyped this game up so much, and this is the end result. You are an absolute disgrace to the video game industry.
I love how this actual company is just responding to random Twitter people.
This was our first big experience. Shit happens.
Holy fuck.
Shit happens. Are you kidding me? It's like a fucking. This is like
Shit happens. They lied! I love how, again, he just keeps pulling his hair. Bro, Ackman does not stop yanking his hair off. Bro, dude, how do you say that when you made trailers that don't represent the game you had, pushed out an unfinished thing, and let people buy it? Shit happens. Chris Chan, do you have any comment of how you slept with your mother? Shit happens, I guess.
like highbrow satire parody, I think, of the most incompetent video game studio that has ever graced the planet. Imagine if CD Projekt Red, like 4 days after Cyberpunk came out, was just like, well, this was a much bigger game than we've tried to make. Shit happens. Where is the PR department?
Yeah, no, there is no PR department. I think this was probably run just by a couple of dudes. Couple of dudes being bros, and they just tried to do a scam. I feel like this had to have been an intentional scam from the get-go, right? Like, this isn't a shit happens moment.
The PR department, bro. Was that made up of volunteers too?
Damn.
So what? Other people's work? It's 98% assets from the UE store. You flip the numbers, you can check. This is entirely our work.
Community note. This was in fact not entirely their work. Brother.
So now they're just lying. Community notes, which leads to this Reddit page I showed. Look at this. December 7th. This is 4 days ago. After 5 years of blood, sweat, and tears, we can finally say these words. The day before is out now. They had to have known.
They had to have
shut
known
the studio down and that this was going to be a complete disaster.
Yeah.
So with the power of Captain Hindsight, seeing this shit is fucking hilarious. This is where it gets weird. December 4th, okay? We're going down the rabbit hole.
Uh-oh.
To our future player who will dive into the game.
To our future player, singular. Not more than probably one person will be diving into this game. So we are just going to be talking to our future player, the one guy that actually tries it.
On December 7th. I like how player is singular. As if they...
He's doing the same thing I just did. Oh, God. Pre-watched! Pre-watched! Nux, how do you pre-watch the video?
Expect one person to buy it. We made this for you so that you will enjoy the game and it becomes a celebration. Again, very weird phrasing.
Yeah, this was definitely ChatGPT written. Like, there's no way this was written by, like, an actual human, right?
Together, we will continue improving the game and adding content.
Well, yep, they're priming you. They're priming you. I love that. It's like, listen, we will need to add content. Why? Oh, well, simply because this game doesn't actually have content yet, fucker.
Looks like there's been a change of plans.
To a person who didn't believe in us. To a person.
A person.
To the one person who was following this game. I like how they also specify, please don't accuse us of scamming.
Who does that? 3 days before the game's release. 3 days before the game's release. Please don't accuse us for scamming. What on earth is that? Who writes that? Oh my God. Brother, what?
That's not true. We didn't take a penny from anybody. By the way, this game was $50. Early access. $50. Please don't accuse us of asset flip. That's not true.
Bro, how did they write this before they released the game? Did they really think getting ahead of it was just a really good strategy? Oh my God. Okay, this is insane. This is insane. I can't believe I've never seen something like this before in my entire life.
Also, our team worked night and day for 5 years to make our dream game a reality. We're incredibly happy that our game will finally see the light of day for everyone to
Bro, you know why the game was called The Day Before? Because they just wanted everyone to reference the fucking... They wanted everyone to go back and reference this little twit longer talking about how they didn't scam everyone that they posted the day before the game was released.
It's so funny knowing that the game shut down a week after this was typed up and posted. To our supporter, the one again.
Oh my God, why is the whole thing in singular?
Thank you for protecting us from injustice and fakes.
Bro, it sounds like Dream talking to his stans on Twitter. Thank you, Dream stans, for defending me against all who wish to attack me.
To a future streamer showing the game, we wish you many views and new subscribers.
The fuck, man? Who writes this shit? Who writes this? I wish you much gold and positive investments. much views to come your way. Ho, ho, ho.
Shouldn't it be many view and new subscriber? We hope all the secrecy of the day before will help you make a ton of interesting content from the game. Oh, we're making content on this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we are. I feel like this was also made with AI. We look forward to sharing
Oh, no shit, bro.
the best days ahead with you. Now, one of the reasons I think this game actually generated so much buzz is because of the secrecy behind it. It showed a relatively interesting concept, but kept most of the details behind closed doors.
I wonder if that's because there were no details.
If it turned out the day before was like a fucking revolutionary, awesome game, this would have been a pretty cool marketing strategy that probably would have paid off. Of course, now we know the real reason is because they didn't have a fucking game to promote. You know what's really funny is this video. Oh, that's right. So this was posted 12 days ago. The day before arrives in New York.
What?
They're purchasing billboard space in Times Square.
Okay, that's not a big deal. I was on billboards in Times Square. That's not such a big deal. Let's be real.
But they don't have funds to continue developing this? They also posted a global launch time. They should have posted a global shutdown time as well. It gets stranger though. On November...
You were? Yeah, editor, find the freaking video. Yeah, I was on a billboard in Times Square twice, actually, with Fifi.
First, we're happy to declare that we won back our name the day before in the Intellectual Property Tribunal. As I showed you, they didn't. At least I think they didn't. We dedicate this victory to all our future players. It's all for them. We didn't take a penny from people, accepted no pre-orders, and didn't harm anyone.
What?
Whoa, buddy. Take it easy there. What if you ever heard a game studio be like, we didn't harm anybody. It's okay, we didn't hurt anybody. Why are you getting so defensive? We aim to be an example to everyone, showing that the impossible is possible. Never give up.
Yo! I love apology videos that are meant to inspire people. It's like, I know I may have made a mistake in the past, but I aim to improve, to delegate, and to inspire. Everyone, see me! Grow forth! Let your wings bloom behind you! You are everything! You can become so much more than you think you are. Never give up. Never surrender! You too can pay $200 for a fake trailer of a game that doesn't exist and sell millions of copies on the App Store and end up making a crazy amount of money and then just hightailing it out of there and then closing your company and declaring bankruptcy after making lots of money. You too can scam idiots! Don't give up.
It will be early access on Steam since this is our first huge game and there may be unforeseen circumstances.
I love how people can foresee unforeseen circumstances. I can foresee some unforeseen circumstances.
Now that is A+ foreshadowing.
True.
Also, this was the first of like 5 or 6 delays the game had, which is not a good sign, especially when you're not showing people gameplay or something to whet their appetite. It's also kind of a red flag if you're posting promotional material for something that you don't own the full trademark to. We'll fight. Power is in the truth.
What the fuck, bro? What the shit?
These fucking posts, dude. Here's one from February 7th. We all live in a time of disinformation and
Misinformation. What the fuck?
lack of fact-checking. You don't say.
Yeah. Dude, I love the absolute irony. See, this is the thing. A lot of YouTubers, I find personally, that just make believe they're super good guys, like the super wholesome, mega, ultra cute, wholesome, good guy that's just out there doing the right thing and being wholesome is just actually a massive scumbag behind the scenes that, like, when they, like, are gonna be wholesome, be like, guys, you have to take care of your mental health. It's very important. Don't harass random people on the internet. And don't abuse your power. Meanwhile, they abuse their power and harass people on the internet. Like, they're always calling themselves out. But they know what being an asshole is because they're the asshole. So they know exactly what to tell you not to be when they're fake wholesome.
Anyone can say anything for views, and everyone will believe it. Disinformation needs to be dealt with, as it can harm not only us, but also other indie and small medium studios.
Oh no, the other indies, oh no.
After the release of the day before, we'll think about how to help novice developers deal with fakes.
Yeah.
And allocate resources for this. They did help novice developers deal with fakes.
Now novice developers know that they actually have to have a game when they launch a game.
By exposing themselves. But it's pretty clear, you know, how often they talk about you know, trademark disputes, and we didn't harm anybody, and we didn't take money from people, we didn't you know, do Kickstarters, we don't have the funds to continue. All this talk about money and not enough about just what the fucking game is going to be. Now, if you check Steam charts, you will be
awful
thrilled to know that there was an all-time peak of 30,000. 271 people are playing it now. Also,
271 people are playing this game, this non-game game.
So I watched an Angry Joe video, and he goes on Twitch, and at one point this game had 400.
What? This game had 400,000 live viewers? Dude, that marketing was fucking phenomenal. Dude, everyone could learn from the marketing that this game did. They managed to market absolutely nothing. I have never seen something like this before. They managed to market nothing. They marketed nothing. And it worked. Well, you'll be excited to know that there's currently no one streaming the day before. I wonder why. But, dude, how did they do it? They literally marketed nothing and got 400,000 live viewers doing it.
100,000 viewers.
Yes, father. No! No!
400,000 people, at least, wanted to know what the fuck this game was. So in conclusion, 2023 has been an incredible...
Dude, I feel like there has to be something that we could learn from this, right? We, as in the intellectuals, pushing this age to the next era. I feel like there's something we have to be able to learn from this failure. Like, imagine if they actually did have content. If they actually did have content, this would have been insane, right? Think about it. They managed to pull off a 400,000 viewers watching a debut. All right, VTubers in chat, figure this shit out, brother. They pulled off a massive debut. They just had no content. That's crazy. Think of how successful they would have been if they actually had content.
Incredible year for gaming. Overall, the amount of awesome games that have come out has made my backlog fucking massive. On the flip side, we've also gotten to see games so fucking bad that content making fun of them is also entertaining.
True.
This is one of the craziest fucking things I've ever seen in 20 plus years of being invested in video games in the game industry. I don't know if we will ever see a high profile video game launch like this go so disastrously wrong.
I wonder if this is the innovator. This is the innovator of the whole new video game scam meta.
It's fucking hilarious. So yeah, that is the scam before. This has been a nice weekly dose of tragedy that I can watch from afar and feel better about my own life because
so true.
It's not as terrible as whatever the fuck this is. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a
I did. Bro, check out the Act Man. I really like this guy. He's great. Bro, check him out. He's a good dude, this fellow. But yeah, no, it's actually crazy. It's actually insane. 400,000 live viewers for a game with no content. Like, that's crazy. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Stay weird, fam.